Okay, boys and girls, I have been rather lax in broadcasting any of my games, so I apologize for that. So, we've got some new toys to play with today, courtesy of Cyrus over at MP3. I have become his beta tester, and obviously I've more than likely become his spokesman. I'm glad I am. I'm very proud, I consider that an honor to be trusted to do all this madness. Show you guys the new toys. Try to sell the game if I can. I do this for nothing. I don't make a dime off this. I don't intend on making a dime off this. It's not fair to anybody except to Cyrus. This is Cyrus's game, and his wonderful crew that he has put this together, has heard every one of my wishes. You are going to enjoy this. Alright, we're in the second game of a doubleheader between Pittsburgh and New York. First game is listed in the Delphi forums already. It's been posted up. And Bob Bren won it 9-4 over Al Jackson. Mets scored 3 runs in the first inning, and then the pitching staff could not hold. So the lineup today for the Pittsburgh Pirates, we're going to play this a little bit, so everybody bear with me. I'm going to have a good time with you guys. I'm going to show you a couple of new toys as we go along. First, we're going to start to introduce the starting lineups. We have Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey's batting .223. Get out of there. Bob Bailey is batting .223 for the Pirates today. This is in our game here. Batting second will be Bill Verdon. Bill Verdon so far this season. This one we're going to have a little good time with this. Okay, let's see if I get this thing to come up to play for us. We'll do this. So hold on. Okay, go. And okay, this is the last 10 games. Last time you guys saw this, it was pretty basic. It's not anymore. Alright, so far Bill Verdon this season is batting .319. He has 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. His best month has been this month of May, where he's been batting .344. As you can see here, this month here. This is new. They have inflicted that every month that I play, we'll have the stats just like they do in real life baseball. They show you how they did in April and May and how they're doing the whole season. He only batted .271 in April. He has got 6 doubles, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. His last 10 games, so as you can see, he's been batted just .270, a home run, and 3 RBIs. Last time in the first game against in the game yesterday on the 29th of May, he went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a walk. Okay, this all goes back to my real thing. I got a bunch of those. We can show them all. We can show them all game long. So I'm not worried about that, guys. If you want to see them, you say yes. If you don't. But I would like to do that on occasion. We'll play it as we go along during the night. Roberto Clemente's batting third tonight. Willie Stargell will be batting fourth. He hit a 3-run blast in the last game to help out the Pirates in their victory. Don Clendenin will be playing first base. He went 3 for 5 in the first game, double and a home run, 4 RBIs. He was the player of the game. Bill Mazeroski, the old timer, still playing. He's playing second base. Gene Alley will be at short. Hags will be playing catcher, and the pitcher is Vern Law. And I'll show you his stuff too. I can do that here real quick. I'll show you his pitching stats for him. So let me bring this up real quick again. Alright. Okay, there's Vern Law's pitching stats, as you can see. And as you can see here also, he is 3 for 4. He's 4-1. So in fact, he's 4-1 for the Pirates this season. ERA of 2.79. WHIP of 1.18. And his batting average against him is only .250. This is also a bit new. They used to stop at just ERA. So this is also this. We've got complete stats for the start of our game. It just takes a little bit of time to pick it up, and it's not that hard to do. Last time out, he lasted 2 1/3 innings. He pitched in relief and won the game. For the Pirates, I can't remember what it was. He gave up 5 hits. So he's done well. That was a relief start. His first official start, though, was on the 21st, so he hasn't started in a while. 8 innings pitched, 3 runs, and he gave up a home run for a no-D. His ERA in April is 2.45. His ERA in May is 3.08. As you can see here, 18 strikeouts. The man has done well. And that is Vern Law. Okay, defense for the Mets. We have Billy Klaus III. I think it's Roy McMillan. Roy McMillan was at short. Ed Kranepool's playing first base. Joe Christopher's playing left field. I gotta take him out. Mr. Lewis playing right field. Yes, I can. No, Mr. Lewis, he was injured the last game, so he'll be back for this one here. Chuck Hill is playing second base. Billy Collins in center field. Chris Canizaro is our catcher, and the pitcher is Tom Parsons. Tom Parsons so far is 0 for 1 thrown, 22 innings for the Mets. There we go. Tom Parsons for 22 innings so far for the Mets this season. Been rather quiet in Mays. More or less, he's a relief pitcher. This is a rare start, but it is a doubleheader, so they threw him spot starter. He is the man. Last time he started a game, he gave up 4 runs on 10 hits and 7 innings. That was the very beginning, almost the beginning of the season on the 24th of April. Record is 0-1. I'm sorry, guys. He has given up 17 runs, all earned. Walked 6, struck out 7, hasn't got too many of those in 22 innings pitched. Started 2 games, so he has started another one. That's probably where his loss came from. ERA, though, is 6.95. The Mets have the worst ERA in the National League, I believe. Whip is 2.05, and his batting average against is 4.19, so this is always a danger for him to pitch. And here we go, guys. We got a couple more surprises in for y'all, so we're going to enjoy this. So hopefully we will. I am not keeping a scorecard this time. You guys will find out why. Here is the pitch to Bob Bailey. And it is a 53. Bob Bailey hits out towards second base. Grabbing up that way is our man Hiller. Hiller fires over towards first and pulls our first baseman off the bag. Ed Kranepool, and Aaron will be charged to the second baseman on the throw. Bob Bailey will make it to first on the pitch. Bill Burden is our man here. As I said, we showed he was batting .319 for the Pirates. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Parsons in the stretch. Here is the pitch. It is a 34, and he does get a piece of the ball. What's going to happen with ourselves as he gets this piece of the ball? He hits a fly out deep towards center field, heading out that way towards the apple here at Shea Stadium. Heading out back that way is our center fielder, Cowan gets back there. He's at the warning track, at the wall, jumps up, pulls the ball back in, makes the play at center field. Bill Burton is out, and the Pirates were robbed of a home run by Billy Cowan. Roberto Clemente's up here. He's batting .275 so far this season. 1 home run, 23 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Clemente, 66. And he has got solid wood on the ball, so this may take the place of what happened before Bill Burton. And Roberto Clemente hits it up down the right field line, and it's heading into that area over that way. And it gets over there, gets into the foul territory, takes a funny bounce, gets past Lewis. For Clemente is on his horse. Bailey is on his way in. He's going to score. Clemente's on his way towards third. Fire the ball back in on the relay. Hiller fires towards third. Clemente's in safe, and it's a triple for Roberto Clemente. And a run scores. It is a 1-0 game already here in the top of the first inning. Willie Stargell is coming to bat for the Pirates. Infield will be in. Hopefully they can make the play at home, as perennial in all my leagues. Willie Stargell is at the plate. He is batting .256, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs. Here is the pitch. It is a 41, and Stargell gets it through the between the shortstop, third base, just gets it out there barely. Drops on in, coming to pick it up will be our left fielder, Christopher, and Clemente's in and scores. It is 2-0 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up is Don Clendenin. Clendenin just hit his second home run of the season in the first game here, and so far he is batting this season. There we go. He is batting now .301. He got his average up over 300 finally again. In April, he had a huge average. He's batting .400 in April with 6 doubles, 6 RBIs, doing very well. Batting .255 in May, he had gotten into a bit of a slump. Little things here, one-hitters like that. And the extra inning game against the Pirates on the Braves on the 23rd did not help. Extra inning games never helped batters. He went 1 for 7. He's hit so far 2 home runs in May. 16 of his 22 RBIs were done in May. He has walked 11, struck out 20 times, has 2 triples, 4 doubles. He's batting .255, but he is batting .310 in his last game. He is getting his game back. As you can see here against the Mets, 2 of his last 3 games, he's gone 6 for 9. 2 doubles, a home run, 5 RBIs. So he's done quite well. Here is the pitch to Clendenin. It is a 55. Get over there. And Clendenin gets one out there. Gets past our shortstop again, out towards left field. Gets over the head this time, drops on in. Picking it up will be our left fielder, Christopher. Christopher fires back in, holds Willie Stargell to second base. We have runners on first and second, 1 down. So far, Parsons looks like he's pitching batting practice today for the Mets, which is never good. They lost the first game 9-4 when the relief corps couldn't hold. Let's hope the relief corps can hold this time. Bill Mazeroski is at bat, batting .204, just got over the Mendoza line. 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Mazeroski. It's a 53, and he gets a base hit. Hits it up through the shortstop's head. He seems to be pulling today. Getting out that way, Christopher's getting into the ball. Stargell is heading on his way in towards home plate, and he scores on the slide. Clendenin takes third on the throw, and Mazeroski is on first. Runners are on first and third. The Mets are in trouble, and the game is just getting started. 2 up is Gene Alley. Gene Alley is batting .168, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Here in the batting practice of the New York Mets, a 41, and he hits it to our third base start in here, and for some reason they sent him out. Clendenin's on his way towards home. Nice deep ground ball. Klaus fires to the catcher, and he is out on the tag. Call that 4 to... Actually, nope, I take that back. I lied. That went to our second baseman, so they thought they could get away with it. Hill was able to scarf it up, even though he had the first time. Got an accurate throw into the plate for the out, and it is a nice tag by the catcher, and Clendenin is out. Mazeroski will take second. Alley will take first on the fielder's choice. 2 down. Clendenin is out on the throw from second base. That was my fault. I'm getting old, going blind. Don't worry about it. Okay, and Jim Pagliarone is up. Pags is so far the season's batting .262 for the Pirates. 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. And 55 for Pags. That is going to be a single as he hits out over the shortstop's head. Drops on in. Here comes Mazeroski coming around third base. He's going to score. Alley's going to take third as the throw is going into the plate again. Pags will stay at first. The batter up is Vern Law. The Pirates, he's the 9th batter of the inning. 4 runs, 5 hits so far for the Pirates. Here is the pitch. And it's a 44 to Vern Law, and he hits out towards routine fly ball towards center field. Waiting for it to come on in is Billy Cowan. Makes the grab. That ends the inning, thankfully for the New York Mets. But the Pirates get 4 runs, 5 hits. They left 2, and the Mets had an error at the end of the top first inning. It is the Pittsburgh Pirates 4, the New York Mets nothing. And it looks like we may have a batting practice game going here tonight, gang. I do apologize for that. That's going to happen. New York Mets coming up is Billy Klaus. Billy Klaus is batting .186 for our Mets today, the beloved for the beloved Mets, and he has 3 home runs, 11 RBIs though. Vern Law is ready. He is in the set position. Here is the pitch. It is a 12, and he does get a piece of the ball. But he hits a ground ball, a nice little ground ball heading out towards second base. Making that diving catch, that diving stab is Mazeroski on the ground. Gets over there, gets on his knees, fired towards first, and the play is over. Call that 4-3. Looked like 4-3 on your scorecards, but it was an excellent play by Mazeroski, and there's 1 down. 2 up is Roy McMillan. Roy McMillan's batting .272 for the New York Mets. No home runs, 9 RBIs. Mr. McMillan so far. And we'll look at him real quick here because I could do this. Now, like I said, we're going to play this for a little bit here, so everybody bear with me. Roy McMillan so far this season, he is batting .272, as I said, has 6 doubles, 9 RBIs only, strikes out quite a bit, 26 times in 180 at-bats, or about 1 out of every 9 at-bats, or about 1 out of every 8 or 9. Doesn't strike out a lot, but the problem is he doesn't walk a lot either. He is batting .194 in April. He is getting his act together. He's batting .321 so far in May for the New York Mets. But as you can see, he does have quite a bit of strikeouts, so he does have quite a few hits also. So at least half the stuff's needed to strike out or hit. He is so far against the Pirates this series, he is 1 for 11. This series, the Pirates pitching has knocked him down. Here is the pitch to McMillan. It is a 22. And Roy McMillan hits out towards right field, gets past the outstretched glove of Clendenin into right field, grabbing in his Clemente. McMillan will stay at first base here for the New York Mets, and the Mets have their first runner on base. Coming to bat is Ed Kranepool. Ed Kranepool is batting .260, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs for the Mets. Here is the pitch. It is a 62, and Kranepool hits out towards Mazeroski. Mazeroski fires over towards Alley over towards Alley to Clendenin. Double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3 for anybody who's keeping the scoreboard, and we are going into the top of the second inning. Due up will be Bob Bailey, Bill Verdon, and Roberto Clemente. Tom Parsons come back on the mound for the New York Mets, and let's see what we got going on here. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on there. Let me turn that up. Hold on. Okay, my volume's up there, so it must be in the game. Hang on, I can fix that. Okay. Alright. Hang on, Jess, I gotta fix it. Hang on. Okay, it's the right microphone. There we go. See if that... How's that, Jess? Is that any better? Let me know, partner. Okay, it looks like it's better, too, so maybe that's what it was. I had to play with something first. Okay, let me know. Didn't mean to sound quiet. I'm still not feeling my best either, so I apologize for that, Jester. Glad to see you here. Thank you very much, kind sir. We got shenanigans going on already for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, let's see what we got. Let's get the game going here. We're in the top of the second inning. And Bob Bailey's up again for the second time this game. Here is the other nice little surprise that I've got over here. He has reached on an error by the second baseman. This is fairly basic over here. I'm not going to push any harder on that. I'm glad I got this. And I feel very good that we do have that. So, here we go. Parsons on the mound. Bailey reached second base on the air, reached first on the air last time, and scored. Here is the pitch. It is a 33, and the madness is still on. 13 for Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey's got a double possibility, heading it back out that way, going deep into center field, and it will hit the wall, bounce back in. Picking it up is our center fielder, Cowan. Cowan fires back in, but Bailey with his speed makes it, and he is on second with a double to start the second inning. Due up is Bill Verdon. Bill Verdon, last time up, flew out to our center fielder. Here is the pitch. It is a 22. This is going, keeps right on going. The bleeding is not going to stop. Parsons so far has given up 7 hits so far this game. Verdon's heading out that way. He's signal towards right field. Bailey is on his horse. Getting off feet. It's deep enough to get out that way. And moves fires it back in. It's cut off by our second baseman. And we have the 5th run of the game for the Pirates. Bill Verdon's on first. Coming up to bat is Roberto Clemente. Last time up, he tripled. Tripled in Bailey. Got for the first RBI of the game. Here is the pitch to Clemente. It is a 35, and he hits towards our third baseman. Klaus looks over. Fires to... Sees Verdon is going to make the second base. So he becomes obvious to first. Makes the play. Clemente is out. Verdon takes second base, and we have one down here in the top of the second inning. Willie Stargell is up back up. Got a base hit his first time up. Knocked in Clemente. Here is the pitch. It is a 66, and Willie Stargell. He hits it out deep, heading back out that way towards the apple. But it was not supposed to be for the Pirates, and this one count can't reach high enough to get it. It is out, and it is Stargell's second home run of the day. He had the first one in the first game, and it is now Pittsburgh 7, the New York Mets nothing, and Parsons is done for the day as giving up 7 innings, 7 runs. Let's see who we got coming in. Okay, we're going to be bringing in Dennis Rabant this time. No, or not. He got traded. Oh, God, they missed it again. Okay, they screwed up. All right, see what I can bring up here. We're going to be bringing in Larry Miller. Larry Miller for the Mets so far this season. And I've got everything here. This is his second appearance. His first time up, he was against the Cubs on the 27th. Gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Took the loss. So he has a 13.5 ERA that can only come down. And here we go. We're in the top of the second inning. Bases are empty for Larry Miller. Here is the pitch. It is a 46-2 Don Clendon. The last time up, got a base hit. I got a single. And brought just brief players over. This time he is struck out by Miller. 2 down here in the second inning. Coming up is Bill Mazeroski. Bill Mazeroski got a base hit his last time up, knocked in a run. Here is the pitch. 33. And Bill Mazeroski hits out there towards right field, gets over the head of our first baseman, drops on in. He'll take first off that loose, fires it back in. 2 of the cutoff man. Here we go. Miller's in the stretch. 2 down here in the thing. Gene Alley is last time up. Reached down the fielder's choice. Clendon was thrown out at home plate in the first. Here is the pitch. It is a 44. And Gene Alley gets out there towards left center field. Mazeroski was on his horse. Coming on in, grabbing it, it'll be Cowan. Cowan fires it in. Mazeroski's heading towards third. He slides. He is safe. Alley will stay at first base. Runners around first and third. There's 2 down here in a 7-0 blowout happening real quick here at Shea Stadium. Your second game of a Sunday doubleheader. Here is the pitch to Jim Pagliarone. It's a 21. And Pags hits out towards left field. Waiting for it to come on down is the left fielder, Joe Christopher, and it is a caught ball, and it's out. Vern Law is coming back on. And for the Pittsburgh Pirates, 3 more runs on 5 more hits. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And it is 7-0 at the end of an inning and a half in an obvious blowout game heading out this way. I haven't had one of these in a while. Due up is Joe Christopher, Lewis, and Hiller. Vern Law is back on the mound. Joe Christopher's up to bat, batting .278 so far for the Mets. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Here is the pitch by Vern Law. It is a 15, and Joe Christopher gets out there towards center field on the ground, gets past Vern Law. He couldn't get the ball, he couldn't get into his glove quick enough, drops in between the players. Just back there waiting for it is our center fielder, Burton. Burton fires it back in, and Joe Christopher will take first base. Mets' second hit of the game. Johnny Lewis is coming up to bat. He is at .259. 7 home runs, 17 RBIs. Here is the pitch. It is the 26, and he is struck out. That's Vern Law's first strikeout of the game. Due up is Chuck Hiller. Chuck Hiller, second baseman. This is coming over from the Giants, I believe. This is the second appearance with the Mets. So let me look this up real quick. Yeah, his last game he's hit the bat here. He's done 5 plate appearances, but he's only batting .200. That's what's showing us, and that's what's going on with Mr. Hiller. So I'll have to go into the stats to find him. Hey, everybody, hang on. Okay, statistics. All players. Get stats. 10 and I gotta find him. Okay. Let's say San Francisco. Nope. Okay, he's with the Mets now. Nope, that's the first time out. Okay, he did play with the Giants. He was with the Giants for a while, and he's now with the Mets. So I'm not sure what's going on. He's 1-5 against all the teams, so I have no idea what's going on. Batting 200. Does a lot of late inning appearances. That's what he does. So that's what he's in here for. Let's go back to our game. Chuck Hill is at the plate. Joe Christopher's at first base. Here is the pitch by Law. It is a 21, and Hiller hits it out towards left field on the line drive. Getting over that way is Stargell. Stargell makes the line drive catch, heading out towards the foul line. Christopher takes twice of it, heads back to first base, and waits for him. Coming up to pitch bat is Billy Cowan. Billy Cowan is batting .243 for the Mets so far this season. No home runs, 3 RBIs. Here is the pitch. It is a 64, and Cowan strikes out. That's the second strikeout of the game for Vern Law. Coming to bat is Vern Law, first time up. He flew out towards center field. Pitching up at the mound is Larry Miller. Larry Miller will stay on for a while for the Mets this time. So we'll probably be batting. We'll see if we can go on. It's already a 7-0 shutout. So we'll see. So the Mets are going to change their pitching tactics so they don't waste pitch, so they don't waste relievers. Here is Vern Law. 55, and Vern Law. Vern Law hits a softball, just a punch and Judy hit over the head of our shortstop. Gets into left field. Coming in to pick it up is our left fielder Christopher, and Law will take first base. Vern Law's already amongst pitchers. He is a fast runner. Coming to bat is Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey has reached down there and doubled in his 2 times at bat here. Vern Law's on first. Here's the pitch. It is a 14. And Bob Bailey's got a piece of the ball. And Bob Bailey hits out towards second base. Okay, this time Vern Law's on his horse, and Hiller wasn't fast enough. Throws towards first. Pulls the ball away. Actually gets past the first base. This time Vern Law's going to take the second over towards third. Bailey's safely staying at first. Then we have runners on first and third here in the 3rd inning. As the game keeps going, and we got runners on first and third. Infield will be in. Hopefully they can make a play. Let's see if the Mets can even learn how to play baseball today. Bill Vernon is at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. He has flown out to center field, and he got a single. He also has an RBI. Here is the pitch, and scored a run. 55. And Bill Vernon singles. Heads out towards right field. Comes on in. It's coming on in. It's a short base hit for Lewis. Scoring is Vern Law. Heading towards third, though, is Bob Bailey. Lewis makes the throw, fires it in, gets it on the 1 hop, and waiting with the ball is our third baseman, Billy Klaus, and Bob Bailey is nailed at third. Call that 9-5. Runners on first base. We have 1 down. Coming up to bat is Roberto Clemente. It's an 8-0 game for the Pirates. Here is the pitch. 64. And Miller has struck out Clemente. That is his second strikeout of the game. Coming up to bat is Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell, this game is 2 for 2. He is on a tear against the Mets this series. He's got a base hit, and he hit a 2-run blast to help the Pirates get that huge lead. 2 down. Burton's at first. Here is the pitch. 33, and Willie Stargell hits it out again. He's heading out there towards the right field side, towards the bullpen, and he is out of here. That is his second home run of the game. It is 10-0 Pittsburgh. No, at the end so far here. Willie Stargell, his second home run of the game. Don Clendenin is up to bat. Here is the pitch. 15, and Clendenin singles. Miller's done. This just gets bad and bad and bad. See what we can do here. We'll be playing a lot of Mets pitchers at this rate. Galen Cisco will be coming in to pitch. He is 2-2 so far this season. ERA of 3.27. Clendenin is on first. This is a bad game. Here we go. 16, and Bill Mazeroski hits towards our shortstop. McMillan gets the ball in the easy play, fires towards first, 3 out. The Mets have given up 3 more runs. They've given up 10 runs in the first 3 innings. 2 home runs to start off with here. And the Pirates have 3 more runs, 4 more hits. They have 10 runs, 14 hits, no errors. New York Mets, no runs, 2 hits and 2 errors. It is 10-0. We are in a bad, bad game, folks. Everybody bear with me who's ever watching the game. Let's see what else we can cause here. Chris Canizzero's first time up this game. He has so far batting .226 for the Mets. No home runs, 11 RBIs. Here is the pitch. It is a 14. And got a chance. He hits it out deep towards left field. He can out there in that area towards down the line. Waiting for those starter. He is at the wall, and he catches it at the wall for the out, and we have 1 down. Okay, this is still not working the way I want it to. Come on. There we go. Okay, now try it. There we go. All right, here we go, guys. And we are in. Bottom third, 1 down. Verlaw's on the mound. Here is the pitch. It is an 11-2. Galen Cisco. Galen Cisco hits it out towards right field, gets out that way, drops on in. Clemente couldn't get up to it in time, even though he was playing a little bit shallow. And it dropped out in real fast, just between the two, between Clendenin and Clemente. And Galen Cisco will take first base. Mets' 3rd hit of the game. Coming up is Billy Klaus. Billy Klaus in the first inning for the New York Mets. He grounded out to the second baseman. Verlaw's in the stretch. Here is the pitch. It is a 31 to Klaus. Klaus, that's a ball. Galen Cisco is a threat. Here's the pitch. 31, ball 2. 15. And Billy Klaus gets a hit. He on a bunt hit in between Verlaw and Clendenin. They're both hanging over that way. No one figured out they didn't think it was going to be a bunt, so there's nobody covering first. Galen Cisco will take second. Klaus at first on the infield hit. Due up is Roy McMillan. Roy McMillan's got the first. I am sorry, guys. Roy McMillan got a base his first time up in the first inning. Here is the pitch. It is a 55. And Roy McMillan hits out towards our third baseman on a slow roll, heading down on the slow roll. Galen Cisco's heading out towards third. Can't get him. Klaus already over at second base. Can't get him. Fires towards first, and he does get McMillan on the out. Runners will take second and third. That does not constitute a fielder's choice. Does not constitute a lot of things. Or a sacrifice. Due up is Ed Kranepool. Ed Kranepool hit into a 4-6-3 double play his first time up to shut down the first inning. Here is the pitch. 2 down. 61. And it's a balk. Verlaw balked. Not sure what he did, but he obviously took his foot off the mound, and Cisco's going to score. Klaus will take third base. And the Mets score their first run on a balk. Here is the pitch now to Kranepool. Kranepool so far again, he got the double play. Here's the pitch. 14. And he hits that towards left field. Routine fly ball this time. Stargell's waiting for it to come on in as he strolls on in, makes the grab as he's running on in, and that is it. 3 down, but the Mets do get their first run of the game on a balk. They had 2 hits. 1 runner left on base at the end of 3. It is the Pittsburgh Pirates 10, the New York Mets 1. Due up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Gene Alley, Jim Pagliarone, and Vern Law. Gene Alley is batting for the Pirates right now. He's batting 173. He reached on a fielder's choice first time up. Got a base hit in the second. Excuse me. And here is a pitch to Alley. 53 this time. And Alley hits towards our third baseman. Klaus is getting collared by that ball. Alley's heading towards first, and he is going to make it.
Billy Klaus couldn't hold on to the ball, and it is an error. E5, the third error for the Mets this game. It is just getting from bad to worse for the Mets. Stengel is just too fit to be tied. Nothing's going right today. He may as well have had Marv Thornberry back if anything's going to go wrong. Jim Pagliarone is coming up to bat. Jim Pagliarone has got a base hit, has an RBI, flew out to left field. Here is the pitch to Pags. It's a 54, and he does get a piece of the ball. 52, and it's going to be, he hits out towards right field. Coming on in, shallow ball. Lewis is playing a little bit deep. Coming on in, trying to haul it in. The ball's trying to drop as quick as it can. And Lewis makes the diving grab. Makes the catch. Alley will stay at first. Not the fastest run. Trying to tag up to get over towards second base. And we have one down. Vern Law is coming up to bat. One down here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Guess Cisco's on the mound. He's in the stretch. And they're going to... Vern Law is set up to bunt. And he gets it. He bunts it straight up towards Cisco. Alley's going to make it towards second base, and it is Vern Law is thrown out. Plays 1-4 on the sacrifice hit. And Alley's at second base, 2 down. Coming to bat is Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey so far this game is 1 for 1, or actually 1 for 3. Though he has reached base 3 times, 2 on errors by the second baseman. Chuck Killer and a double. Here is the pitch to Bailey. It is a 24, and Cisco strikes him out. And for the first time in this game, the Pittsburgh Pirates did not score a run in an inning. At the end of 3.5, it is Pittsburgh 10, the New York Mets 1. Due up for the New York Mets is Joe Christopher, Lewis, and Chuck Killer. And let's see what we can do here. Hopefully I can get you guys to do this with me. Maybe I can get one. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we can find here. And hopefully everybody got that. It's a nice little commercial from the Mets. Oh, Griff. I'd rather be watching you, but I did that. I'm doing this myself, so here we go. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the 4th. Here is the pitch. 16. And Christopher grounds out, hits out towards our shortstop, Gene Alley. Alley's able to get that ball quite easily. Fires over towards first for the out, and we have 1 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up to bat is Johnny Lewis. Johnny Lewis struck out his last time up. One of Vern Law's 2 strikeouts this game so far. Here is the pitch. It is a 51, and Johnny Lewis hits it out over the shortstop's head. It drops on in just barely in front of our left fielder Stargell. Lewis will take first base on the hit. It's the 5th hit for the Mets. Of the game so far, they've only managed to score 1 run. Coming up is Chuck Killer. Chuck Killer flew out to left field his last time up on a sensational play by Willie Stargell. Here is the pitch. It is a 54, and possible hit, possible error. And Chuck Killer hits towards our shortstop. John Lewis headed towards first. There was a slow roller. Alley barehands it, fired towards first, and throws it off. Hiller's going to get first base. Johnny Lewis is going to take third, and the Mets are finally threatening. It is declared an E6 on Gene Alley. Vern Law is just to be shredded. They should just let it. He should have just held on to the ball for the infield hit. But we have runners now on first and third. The infield is in for the Pirates. Coming up to bat is Billy Cowan. Billy Cowan today has struck out his first time up. Here is the pitch. It is a 62. And Billy Collins got some wood on the ball. And this one's heading out towards right field. Heading back is our right fielder, Clemente. He was all set to have it. And he basically gets the ball out there, and he went to go make the catch, and he was too busy trying to think about the catch and the throw. The ball drops. Here comes here comes Lewis. Here comes Hiller. Billy Collins takes second base on the play, on the air, as Roberto Clemente dropped the ball, tried to throw it in, threw it wildly, threw it to the wrong base, and here we go. We have 2 more runs scored by the Mets. It's a second error in the inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates on Roberto Clemente. We're trying to make the grab as the ball couldn't get to it in time. The Mets took advantage of it with their fast runners and made it. Billy Collins on second base. Chris Canizzaro's at the plate. Here is the pitch. 44 in one of the strangest games going right now. Chris Cannizzaro hits it straight towards Vern Law. Collins already on his horse. He's going to make it over towards third. Vern Law throws towards first base for the out, and there are 2 down. Cannizzaro 1-3 on that one there. Collins at third base, 2 out. Coming up to bat is Galen Cisco. Galen Cisco so far has got a base his first time up. They're going to let him in there. He is still pitching decently. Here's the pitch. Oh, that wasn't good. Try it again. It is a 51. And Galen Cisco hits it out through the short, between short and third, and it drops on in. It stays on the ground. He couldn't get the glove down in time. Galen Cisco's going to get his second hit. Here comes Count. Count's going to score. There's Galen Cisco's trying to get second base. Sargent fires it in there towards Alley. Alley turns around, makes the sweep tag. Galen Cisco is out third, out, but the Mets scored 3 runs this inning there, trying to pull a comeback. At the end of 4 innings, it is Pittsburgh 10, the New York Mets 4. The New York Mets got 3 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 errors. Nobody left on base, and at the end of 4, it is Pittsburgh 10, the New York Mets 4. Coming up to bat is Bill Verdon, Roberto Clemente, and Willie Stargell. Bill Verdon, so far this game, is 2 for 3, increased his average to 326. He has 2 runs, scored 2 runs for the Pirates, and has 2 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Bill Verdon from Galen Cisco. It is a 14. And Bill Verdon hits out towards left field, but waiting for the ball this time is Joe Christopher. Makes the easy play, pops it back in, and we have 1 down in the 5th inning. Galen Cisco is on the mound for the New York Mets. This is his 3rd inning in. I believe he's pitching. It's actually his 2nd. It is part of his 3rd inning. Coming to bat is Roberto Clemente. Roberto Clemente has tripled, grounded out to third, and he has struck out. Cisco's on the mound. Here is the pitch. 26 on that, and Roberto Clemente hits it out towards right field. Waiting for it, though, again, is Lewis on a routine fly ball. Lewis able to get back there, takes a few steps back, makes the easy catch, and Clemente is out. There is 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Coming up is Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell today is 3 for 3. He has 2 home runs, a base hit, scored 3 times, has 5 RBIs. This has become the Willie Stargell. This is Willie Stargell versus the Mets. Here is the pitch. 33. Here we go again, and he has doubled this time over the first base line, getting out that way. Stargell's going to make it over towards second base real easy. As he gets over the first baseman's head, they were playing the line, but he couldn't go any further than that, and Stargell is on with his 4th hit of the game. He is only lacking the triple to go the cycle today. Willie Stargell is having just a remarkable day against the New York Mets. He is 4 for 4 today, and as I believe I've shown before, let me show it again. Whoop, wrong way. Sorry. Willie Stargell, and we'll show it again so far. We'll show you what's going on here with Willie Stargell's day today. Besides that, okay. Willie Stargell, in his 3 games, the Mets, he was 3 for 12. He's just having a great day, though. Today's 4 for 4, so you know basically now then he is 7 for 16, 3 home runs, a double, 10 RBI. He's got 10 RBIs so far, 11 RBIs so far in the series against the Mets. He is definitely on a roll. He is on a tear right now. Willie Stargell is trying to get his average back up. He's up to he was at 256 at the start of the day. He is now Willie Stargell is now batting. We'll get his batting average. We'll go back around. Don Clendenon is up to bat. Here is the pitch to Clendenon. There's 2 out here in the game. He is 2 for 3 himself. Struck out, 2 base hits. And he has no RBIs. Here's the pitch. It is a 13. It's a 13 when I get done. And Don Clendenon hits it out towards short. Waiting for it. Gets over there toward McMillan. Gets to his left. Left picks it up. Plants his feet. Fires towards first. And Clendenon's out. Ends the inning. And it is at the end of. At the top of the 5th, there were no runs on 1 hit, 1 runner left on base at the end of 4.5. It is Pittsburgh Pirates 10, the New York Mets 4. If anything happens to this game, or if Cyrus snuck something in on me, like a rain out or something like that, where rain will come in to make a play, I have no idea if he'll do that or not. I'm not surprised with what these guys do with this game right now, so I'm not even going to lie. It's an official game. Due up for the New York Mets, Bobby Klaus, Roy McMillan, and Ed Kranepool. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. 10-4 game. The Mets are trying to turn this into a game. Vern Law is just starting to get just a hair tired. Here is the pitch to Bobby Klaus. That's twice. Flipping dice. There we go. It is a 24. And Klaus has struck out. That is Vern Law's 3rd strikeout of the game with no walks. Coming up is Roy McMillan. He is 1 for 2. Has 1 of the 4-6 hits. He is a single in the 1st, and he grounded out to 3rd. Here is the pitch. 33. And McMillan hits out towards right field. Clemente's heading out that way. The ball's going to get pull away from him. Clemente can't get there in time. Ball drops on in. Clemente has to catch it on the hop. Roy McMillan will take first base, his 2nd hit of the game. Ed Kranepool is coming up to bat. And somebody remind me when the game gets done, if anybody's watching my game, remind me I need to get a hold of Cyrus about this question mark that's sitting on Ed Kranepool, because that is that was the balk. And it didn't record it, so it just records as a question mark, and it shouldn't record it at all. Ed Kranepool is 0 for 2, flown out, and he hit into a double play. Here is the pitch to Kranepool. McMillan's on first. 24, and Kranepool strikes out. Vern Law's 4th strikeout. Here we have 2 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Roy McMillan's on first base. Vern Law is in the stretch, as most starting pitchers like to get that way. Relievers have a tendency not to care, if anybody remembers. So here we go. Joe Christopher is 1 for 2 also today. Has just got a single, grounded out to short. Here is the pitch. It is a 13, and Christopher at the ball. 24, and Christopher strikes out to end the inning at the end of 5. It is the Pittsburgh Pirates 10, New York Mets 4. We're going into the top of the 6th inning here. Due up for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Bill Mazeroski, Gene Alley, and Jim Pagliarone. Galen Cisco is on the mound heading into his 4th inning. Normal starter, so he does have the grade for this. Here is the pitch. It is a 15. And Bill Mazeroski gets a base hit out there towards first base side, down left field center. Gets it out over the head, and it drops on in for the ball on a line drive base hit. Mazeroski will take first, and he will stop. Galen Cisco is on the mound. Runner on first. He is in the stretch. Gene Alley is up. He is 1 for 3. He has reached on a fielder's choice, reached on an error by the 3rd baseman, and he has a base hit. Here is the pitch. 62. And it is a walk. And Galen Cisco is starting to get a little tired. We are going to have to bring him out. So, Galen Cisco did an excellent job for the Mets this game. Runners are on 1st and 2nd here in the 6th inning. A new pitcher will be coming in. We are going to be bringing in Gary Kroll. We'll get numbers on him. Actually, if I know who came in to pitch, actually for real. Hold on. Up, I did it right. Okay. Did it right. All right. Surprised myself, guys. Don't laugh. Gary Kroll will be coming to the mound. Okay. Gary Kroll so far is... Oh, I don't like that one. Bring him in. Gary Kroll this season, and we'll bring this up here real quick, show everybody what's going on. Okay, there we go. Gary Kroll so far for the New York Mets this season has gotten 37 in the third innings. He's normally a starter. Started last time on the 27th against the Cubs. He probably due to start then on the 31st, but there is another doubleheader going on the 31st, Memorial Day. Pitched 6 innings, 6 2/3, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits, struck out 5, walked 2. After a horrendous April, in which he had a 7.94 ERA because he got shelled by the Giants in the start. Dropped down to 4.15 in May, though. He's still not doing that well. He's giving up 3 long balls. Struck out 19, though. He has 27 strikeouts for the season against 18 walks, so it's about a 2-for-1 blast here. He has given up 5 home runs, ERA of 5.3 with a whip of 1.47, and opponents are batting .255 against him. Gary Kroll is in for relief. Here is the pitch. It is a 21-2. Jim Pagliarone. Jim Pagliarone hits out towards left field. Shallow fly ball going out there. Coming on in to grab it will be Joe Christopher. He has the ball, runs out in towards the infield, so the runners aren't going to go anywhere, and they will stay. Coming up to bat is Vern Law. One down here in the bottom of the seventh, in the top of the 6th inning. Vern Law is 1 for 2. It has it flown out to center. Now, hi, WBIS. And has flown out to center, got a base hit, and hit a sacrifice bunt. Here is the pitch. Here's the pitch. 54. And possible hit, possible error with the way the game's going. You never know. 45. No, he hits it out towards right field. Coming on in to grab that one is Johnny Lewis. Johnny Lewis is able to get that ball easily. Mazeroski and Alley will not go anywhere. They're still stuck at first and second here in the top of the 6th inning. Gary Kroll is on the mound for the New York Mets. Gary Kroll so far has gotten 2 pop-ups out there. Hit 2 fly balls. Coming to bat is Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey today is 1 for 4. Struck out his last time at bat. Here is the pitch by Kroll. It is a 63, and Bob Bailey hits it out towards right field. Heading back that way towards the warning track is our man Lewis. Lewis has been a little busy on this inning, and he makes the easy play out there with the one-handed grab. That is the 3rd out of the inning, and at the end of 5.5, it is the Pittsburgh Pirates 10, the New York Mets 4. The Pittsburgh Pirates had no runs on 1 hit. There were 2 runners left, and the New York Mets coming up will be Johnny Lewis, Chuck Killer, and Billy Cowan. Vern Law is on the mound here in the 6th inning of a 10-4 game. Coming in will be Lewis. Johnny Lewis so far today is 1 for 2. Struck out and got a base hit. Here is the pitch. 25. And Johnny Lewis hits a high pop-up out there towards third base line. Heading over that way is Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey waves everybody away and makes the easy grab. We have 1 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. Chuck Killer's coming up. He's now batting 143 for the New York Mets. Here is the pitch. It is a 34. And he got something on the ball. Wasn't enough, though. Hits out deep towards center field. Put a little bit of pop on that ball. Heading out back that way towards the warning track as he starts to back up towards the wall. Makes the grab is our man Bill Verdon. Bill Verdon will make a great manager one day, possibly even for the Pittsburgh Pirates. One never knows what goes on in the National League. And there are 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Coming up to bat is Billy Cowan. Billy Cowan is 0 for 2. He's 0 for 1. He struck out and reached on an error. Reached on a catch here by Bill Mazeroski. Got credit for 1 of the RBIs, but not for both. And he has scored a run himself. Here's the pitch. It is a 35. Billy Cowan has struck out. Vern Law has another victim out there. And that is the end of 6. At the end of 6 innings, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates 10 runs, 16 hits, and 2 errors. New York Mets 4 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors in a very sloppily played game by both teams. Here is the pitch. Gary Kroll is still on the mound. Bill Verdon is at the plate. He is 2 for 4. Here's the pitch. It is an 11. And Bill Verdon, here we go. 46, possible home run. I don't see that one happening. That possibility. Verdon gets it out there, heading out towards right center field. Does he get it? No! He gets up there and hits the top of the wall and comes on back in. He is on his horse heading second base. He thought he had the home run trot going to start to take his time. But it's a drop bomb back in right center field. Grabbing that ball real quick is our center fielder. Kyle's trying to get that ball in with all his might. He ends up two-hopping it back in, and Verdon is safe for second base. Due up here is Roberto Clemente. Roberto Clemente today is 1 for 4. He has tripled, struck out, flown out, and grounded out. Here is the pitch. It is a 62, and possible error coming in here again. You never know with this game. Not this time. He is struck out on the foul tip. And there is 1 down. Verdon is on second base. He will stay there. Great little grab by Canizario on the foul tip ball. It was a little tricky one there. Willie Stargell's come to bat. Willie Stargell is 4 for 4. He has a double, a single, and 2 home runs. See if he can get his triple to get his cycle. Be the first cycle I've thrown. Here is the pitch. It is a 26, and Willie Stargell is also struck out by Kroll. Kroll struck out the big kids. That is his second strikeout of the inning, second strikeout of the game for Kroll, and coming up to bat is Don Clendening. Don Clendening himself is 2 for 4. They has struck out once, no RBIs. Here is the pitch. It is a 36. And Clendening is walked. Bill Verdon will take second base. That is Kroll's first walk of the game. Coming up to bat is Bill Mazeroski. Bill Mazeroski very quietly has gone 3 for 4 today and a ground out. All 3 base hits and an RBI. Here's the pitch. It is a 14. And Bill Mazeroski hits out towards left field on the line drive. Coming on in on the chase is our left fielder. Christopher makes the running grab, and we have 3 down. No runs. 1 hit, 2 runners left on base at the end of 6.5 innings. It is Pittsburgh 10, New York Mets 4. And let us take our time here to do our thing, guys. Hang on. Let's see what we got here. Trivia question, guys. I thought you'd see that, CJ. Or, sorry, I was hoping you would see that. That question mark that I have on Crane Pool. So we got to. That's the only thing that's. Everything works. Everything is great. By the way, the trivia question for anybody who watches the game down the road or who's on the mound: who was the piano player? And it was done at Shea Stadium, by the way, just so everybody knows. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning of what started out as a terrible game. The Mets are trying to make it into something here. Coming to bat is Chris Cannizzaro. We will bring in a pinch hitter. Why not? And Billy Klaus. If Cannizzaro gets on base, Vern Law is still on the mound. He is just a little bit tired so far. Here is the pitch to Cannizzaro, who is 0 for 2. On a fly out to left field and a ground out to our pitcher Vern Law to 65. And Cannizzaro does get a piece of the ball. We're going to say, or does he? He actually did get a piece of the ball, and he hits out towards third base side, heading out that way towards the stands behind the dugout. Gets past a little bit past here. Here it goes. Bailey reaches out there, reaches into the stands, pulls that ball back in for the play, and we have one down on a foul. Everybody will see it in the scorecards. We'll see nothing but a foul out to the third baseman. No, it was a fantastic foul out as he reached into the stands about 2 rows back, got the ball, and he pulled it back in. We have one down. Gary Kroll's on the mound right now. Let's see if we can get a pinch hitter for him. Let's see what we have for pinch hitters for the Mets. And we're going to bring in Jesse Gonder to pitch hit. Jesse Gonder will pinch hit for the Mets. He was in the first game. We'll show you his stats real quick in the first, or show you something on him in the first. He'll be our pinch hitter. Jesse Gonder went 0 for 4 in his last game. There we go. Jesse Gonder went 0 for 4 his last game. He is sort of in a, you want to call it a mini slump. In his last 5 games, he is 3 for 16, which is actually quite terrible. So it's not even a 125. Actually, it is a 125 average, barely. In which he's not struck out a walk. He's been hitting the ball. He's just not getting it anywhere. He's currently batting .265 now. Batting .281 for the month of May. So here we go. He is our pinch hitter. Here is the pitch to Gonder. And it is a 36. I do that all the time. 36. And he's got himself a possible piece of the ball. 25. And he hits a nice pop out getting out the way towards second base. We've got a crowd going out there and everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. Ball starting to drift on down. Mazeroski, wait for it, dives for the ball and makes the grab. They're right beside the pitcher's mound. Nobody else is chasing it. Bill Mazeroski makes the saving catch for the second out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Due up is Billy Klaus. Billy Klaus is grounded out to second, got a base single, and he struck out in the 5th. Here is the pitch to Klaus. It is a 15. And Billy Klaus hits a routine pop-up. That's a real easy one. Billy's just going to breathe on this one as it just drops right into his glove. And that is the 3rd out. At the end of 7, Pittsburgh 10 runs, 17 hits, 2 errors. New York Mets 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. Due up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates is Gene Alley, Jim Pagliarone, and Vern Law. We're in the top of the 8th inning here at Shea Stadium. Ex-pirate. Or future pirate. Not sure what you mean, CJ. On that one. Not sure what you mean. Obviously you can hear me though, so I had to play with my microphone. It wasn't working right earlier. So I do apologize. I had ID Jester, a good friend of mine, on here. He's a Cardinal fan. Jesse Gonder is not the pitcher. We got to bring in a new pitcher for the Mets. We're just grabbing pitchers now. Let's give the kid a try. His name is Bob Moorhead. I don't think I've tried him. I don't think I've had him in here before. Let's see what's going on with him. Yes, he's been in here once before. He has pitched. I'm not going to show this one here, guys. He's pitched 2/3 of innings, given up 1 hit, 1 walk. He has a whip of 3, obviously. He gave up the hit. Faced basically 4 batters is what he did. Or he faced 2 batters. Yeah, faced 2 batters, walking a hit, and he got 2 outs. 4 batters. So, this is his 2nd appearance. Last time against the Cubs on the 27th. Came in on a partial inning. Here is the pitch. He is on the mound facing Gene Alley. Here's the pitch. 65. Gene Alley, though, far today is. He is 1 for 3. Walked, reached on an error by the 3rd baseman. Got a base hit. And see this right here? Oops. Get back there. See this right here, Cyrus? See my mouse? It says RU. That should be FC. That's a fielder's choice. He reached down a fielder's choice and it became an RU. He reached. He got on base. But that should really say FC. I think would be a better command for it. Minor detail, no biggie. But here we go. And this time here, so here we go. Here is the pitch. Gene Alley is, well, here's the pitch. It is a 42. And Gene Alley has struck out. Jim Packard-Roy's coming to bat, got a base hit in the first inning, got an RBI. Since then he has flown out to left twice and flown out to right field. Bob Moorhead, he's ready. He's got the sign. Here we go. It is a 63, and Jim Packard-Roy hits it out towards right field, going there, heading out there towards the right center side. Lewis is on his horse, and he makes the one-handed grab. Excellent play by Lewis. We have 2 down. Coming to bat is Vern Law. Vern Law is, so far today, he is 1 for 3. He's flown out twice, got a base hit, and hit a sacrifice bunt. He scored a run. Here is the pitch. Here's the pitch. There we go. 62. And Vern Law hits out towards left field, gets past the diving glove of our third baseman Billy Klaus, rolls on into left field, and Vern Law will get first base, his second hit of the game. 18th hit for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up to bat is Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey so far today is 1 for 5. Reached on errors twice by the second baseman, struck out, flown out, and a double. He has 2 runs. Scored today. Here is the pitch to Bob Bailey. Vern Law's on first. 65, and that should be a walk, and it is. Bob Bailey is on with a walk. 4 straight pitches. Vern Law's at second base. Bob Bailey is on first. Pittsburgh Pirates are threatening one more time. Bill Verdon is up. Bill Verdon today is 3 for 5. He has 2 base hits, a double, and he has flown out twice. Here's the pitch to Verdon. 53, and he hits out towards center field. Coming on in to make that grab will be our center fielder, Billy Cowan. Nice fly ball, easy play for him, and it is 3 out. No runs on the Pittsburgh Pirates on 1 hit. There were 2 runners left at the end of 7.5. Pittsburgh 10 runs, 18 hits, 2 errors. New York Mets 4 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors. Due up for the New York Mets is Roy McMillan, Ed Kranepool, and Joe Christopher. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning in a madhouse game. Fielder's choice. You're right, Jesse Gonder. I forgot about him. And I can look him up real quick too in the game. That makes it easy on here. Problem is I still yet to figure out how I can get the internet to play on OBS. They just don't allow it. Jesse Gonder was with the Pirates. He went there in 1966. He was finishing up his career. He finished up his career in Pittsburgh. More or less, I want to say he's probably a pinch hitter. It was one of his better seasons, though. He hit 225 in 1966. So I'm going to get him again. Because when I finish this game here, I may get him again. When I finish this season, CJ, I already know my 2 seasons that I want. One of them is 1968. Without question, the year of the pitcher. I want to see what my dice can do against the year of the pitcher. In one of the other games that I play, in the first 10 games, I had 7 shutouts. Al, Red Sox fan, I will catch your game right afterwards. Welcome to the Madness. I'm going to show you a couple of toys. Bob Gibson, nothing's. My God, Bob Gibson, Denny McLain, Don Drysdale even pitched his heart out, and the Dodgers were losers back then. You know, Kai Yastrzemski only hitting 301, the only player in the American League to hit 300. That'll be an interesting deck of cards you'll flip my way. An interesting deck of that. The other season I want to do is 1969, the start of the divisional play. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning, Al, of a bad game. Pittsburgh Pirates 10, New York Mets 4. And if Cyrus doesn't mind, I'm going to show you a couple of neat little pieces. So again, wish Beatles was here. He'd love this. Vern Law is on the mound. Roy McMillan is at the plate. So I'm going to show you a couple of things real quick, Al, just so you can see what's going on and what's been done. Okay, this has a lot of changes. The first off is, look over here at the bottom left corner, Al. I now have this. It's not by inning, and I don't care about the by inning. What I've got, though, is something just close to being good. Roy McMillan is 2 for 3. He's got a base hit, grounded out to third, and he's got another single. And I can come around in here and I can pick them all up real easy. Okay, so I'm not worried about it. We are in the 8th inning, so that means McMillan must have had to hit the ball in the 5th. Single, he had a single out. It doesn't say who it went to, so that's one thing this thing doesn't do. I want to say it probably went out to left field, but I wouldn't know until I had the description. And I never do the descriptions anyway on the base hits. And that's what they do there. Now, Al, let me show you this, some other neat stuff. You're gonna like this. Okay, you of all people, and I know Beatles, because Beatles is as much of a stats nut as I am. So let me get into here. I'm going to show you Roy McMillan's card for the season so far. Come on, there you go. All right, let me get. I got to get out and in because I can't do it twice in a row. That's OBS. An OBS issue, by the way, Cyrus. Don't do anything. Okay, as you can see, Al, this is his card. Now, when we first started with this really wasn't in existence. You had to go somewhere else, and it stopped at batting. It pretty much was stopping at the batting average. 276. Okay, that's what he's got. These were his last 10 games, which we've been showing you all along. But this is brand new. See right down here where the yellow line is? His last 10 games, there's his totals right there that he's doing right now. Does not show today's game, the second game. He was 0 for 4 in the first. This is a doubleheader, by the way. The only Sunday doubleheader on May 30th, 1965. There are, and my May 31st is going to be big, there are 17 games, of which 7 of them are doubleheaders. One of the last of the true Memorial Day baseball games, and it happened to have been on a Monday. But as you can see here, Roy McMillan in April, he only batted 194. Only had 4 RBIs, struck out 6 times. He does strike out a lot, by the way. And in May, he batted 321, 34 hits, 4 doubles. So I've got, not only do I got the last 10 games, I've got monthly stats. So it's just like what we see on occasion when we see on ESPN. Yeah, he hit he only hit 226 in April, but he hit 400 in June. We all know, we've seen those all the time. Plus I got all the other stats here. Now the one that appeals to me the most is the pitching stats. Well, I'm going to bring up Byrne Law, because he does have some pitching stats. So let me bring that up real quick. I apologize for slowing it down. These are the new pitching stats, okay? When this first started, it pretty much stopped at ERA. We now have WHIP and the batting average against the players now that are on here on the 8 game on this, and this is his season still. Doesn't tell me the wins and losses, but that's okay. That's okay by me. Anybody can add, so we're all good there. For Law, yes, last 7 games, he's only thrown 7 games, but he's 4-1. He has struck out 18 batters. As you can see, he struck out 10 in April while walking 4. ERA bet that was 2.45. He did come up a little bit in May, and it's going to come up a little bit more. Now actually, he may drop 260, so he may actually come down. But he's getting up 9 runs in May, all earned. I got all the stats I need. And you know me, and if you know Beatles, like you ever get Beatles to buy this game, I know what his issue is because of the price of the seasons. But, and let me explain real quick. The other games we play, Al, okay, out of the park, okay, Digital Diamond that I play, all right, Digital Mine, any of the games that come out of Steam, if that Steam ever breaks, none of our seasons are loaded into our computers. Not a one. We lose everything. This game here, you have to download the season into your PC to play. If Cyrus decides he wants to give up this thing and not support it anymore, I've still got seasons. I've got 7 seasons so far that I can play all the time. I can't get bored, but I will always have a game. It's like Avalon Hill. Avalon Hill, you can never change. A lot of our board games out, we kept the cards. They didn't take them back, but the day of the computers, they do. So you got to be careful. All right. Anyway, so here we are. Beatles! Beatles Eternal, welcome to the madhouse. God, I thought I'd never see your happy face. Okay, that didn't go right. Get back down, get up. There we go. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Coming to bat is Roy McMillan. So far, he is 2 for 3, 2 singles, and he's grounded out. Here's the pitch. 22 against Byrne Law. And Roy McMillan hits out towards right field, gets underneath the glove of Clendenin. Roy McMillan gets his 3rd hit of the game as he throws up towards first. And we have a base hit. Ed Kranepool is the Mets' 8th hit of the game. Brumfield's on for the third time this game so far. Vern Law is now going to be in the stretch. Ed Kranepool's coming to bat. Ed Kranepool so far is hitting to a 4.63 double play. Flown out to left. And he has struck out. This question mark here is a balk. The Mets scored their first run in the third inning on a balk. And it just, it's a little bug in there. Because a balk is not necessarily called at all times. But it did this time on Vern Law. Here is the pitch to Ed Kranepool. It's an 11. And he's got definite contact on this ball. Ed Kranepool hits it out towards right center field. Verdon's on his horse, but he's not going to get there in time, and he's only able to cut off the ball. McMillan has to stop at second base. Kranepool will take first, runs around first and second. And Vern Law, we are going to bring in a reliever for Vern Law. As he's reached his tired stage, he has just gotten tired. So, let's see what we bring in here for Vern Law. We haven't thrown him in a while. Mr. Wilbur Wood is going to come in and pitch for Vern Law here at the end of the game in the 8th and 9th innings, hopefully. Wilbur Wood's stats so far this season. Vern Law has so far appeared in 6 games so far this season. At the games that he probably was scheduled to appear in for the Braves, he's supposed to be in 34 this season. The games he's supposed to schedule to appear probably I've had fantastic games running. Okay, last time out was on the 15th of May. Pitched against Cardinals, gave up an inning. Pitched inning, gave up no runs. He has a record of 0-1 so far this season. All in relief. Pitched 10 innings, given up 6 runs. All earned. Walked 1, struck out 6. Did give up a long ball. That was way back on the 12th of May against the Braves, but giving up a long ball to the Braves is almost sort of like it's like a party. He has an ERA though of 5.40 because he did give up the 4 runs to the Dodgers. He only given up 6 runs though, but it's a huge 6. Though he does have a whip of 1.10, excellent whip. Batting average against him is only 263, so he's done well there. It's just at the time when they do hit, they put them together against him. So our knuckleballer Wilbur Wood is on the mound. Due up the bat here is Joe Christopher. He is 1 for 3. Has struck out, got a base hit, and ground out. Here is the pitch. Here it is. It's a 22. And Joe Christopher is going to get a base hit out towards left field. He's going to get out there on the ground, past the shortstop. And coming on in is Willie Stargell. Coming in across the plate is Roy McMillan. Kranepool will take third base on the throw to the plate. Cut off by our third baseman. Kranepool will hold at third. Joe Christopher will stay at first. And the Mets have their 5th run of the game. Due up is Johnny Lewis. Johnny Lewis so far has struck out. He's scored a run. He's got a single, and he has popped out, fouled on a brilliant foul out by our man. Bailey went 2 rows in to make the play. Here is the pitch. It is a 66. And here we go. Joe Christopher gets that wood on that ball. He heads out deep towards center field, heading out to the Big Apple out there. Going back is Verdon. Verdon's trying to get out there, and it hits the top of the wall. It hits the wall, heading back on in. Verdon has to chase it down. Here comes Kranepool. Christopher is on his way, getting around the horse. Johnny Lewis is going to get in second base on the thing. They're going to throw it in, and it's been cut off. Christopher will score, and we have a 2-run double by Johnny Lewis. It is now 10-7. Due up to bat is Chuck Hiller. Chuck Hiller so far has reached out an error and flown out twice. There is nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Mets are threatening to make this into a baseball game. So far, they've held the Pirates to a touchdown and a field goal. Here's the pitch. It is a 45, and Chuck Hiller is walked. Wilbur Wood walks Chuck Hiller. He is having a terrible game inning himself right now. But he's still in the B mode, so we leave him in. Due up is Billy Cowan. Billy Cowan so far has struck out twice and reached on an error. He reached on a 2-run scoring error, so he does get credit for He has credit for 1 RBI, struck out twice. Roberto Clemente making a very rare error out there in right field. Here is the pitch to Cowan. Runs out first and second, 34. And And Billy Cowan hits out towards center field, out deep far that way. Coming out with stepping back is Bill Verdon. He makes the catch. Johnny Lewis tags up. Heads towards third base. He's going to make it easily. Verdon throws into second base. Keeps Hiller at first. And we have runners on first and third. One down. Coming on in will be our man, Chris Cannizzaro. He is the catcher so far. He is 0 for 3 today. He has flown out. He has ground out to the pitcher. And he has popped out to the third baseman. Johnny Lewis is on third. Chuck Hiller is on first. Wilburwood's in the stretch. Here is the pitch. And the infield is in. This is a 12. And Chris Cannizzaro hits it to the short. Hits it out to our shortstop. Slow roller. Trying to come on in is our man Cowan. Alley grabs that ball fast, just fires into the plate barehanded, gets in there on a low throw to our catcher Pags. He had the plate blocked excellently and makes the tag. And Cowan is out. Hiller will take second base. Cannizzaro will take first on the fielder's choice. And we have 2 down. Cowan on and out on a ground ball play from Alley to Pag. The run looked like 6-2. You have to wait for the local highlight reels. You're only going to see that on Pirate TV. You don't expect to see it on Channel 11 down there in New York, do you? After all, the Mets are losing. Okay. New pinch hitter coming in for the New York Mets will be Hawk Taylor. I saw that name in there already. Hawk Taylor will be coming in to pinch hit for the New York Mets. Hawk Taylor so far this season. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Hawk Taylor has been playing since May. He is batting .200. He has 4 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. He has struck out 5 times. Last time he played at the 28th was on the Friday night game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Went 1 for 5, struck out twice. And he is the pinch hitter with 2 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. We have a game. Here's the pitch by Wilburwood to Hawk Taylor, 2 down. It's a 26. And Hawk Taylor hits towards second base. Over there towards Mazeroski. He makes the easy play over towards short to get the play, to get Hiller out of, to get Cannizzaro out at second base, and that is it. Fielder's choice. Then the Mets score 3 more runs in this inning. On 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. 1 runner left on. 2 runners left on base at the end of 8 full innings. That is Pittsburgh, 10 runs, 18 hits, 2 errors. New York Mets, 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. Coming up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Roberto Clemente, Willie Stargell, and Don Clendenin. New pitcher coming in will be Larry Baroneath. He'll be pitching his 2nd game of the day. Yeah. Or Baroneath, sorry about that. He'll be making the 2nd play of the game. We all know about that. There we go. Let's see what I got going on here. CJ, you take care. It's been a pleasure, as always. Beatles, I'm going through the notes right now, so everybody bear with me. I'm looking at the notes. Okay, that's cool for Action PC. And I know you too, Paul. When are you coming? Yeah, I know. You're still over there in Europe. When the hell are you coming back here, Beat? I like that monthly stat breakdown. And when I saw that, but if you now you did see my lower left-hand corner. I now have, it's not by innings like Action PC is, okay? It's not like that, okay? Yeah, no, you guys both like the action season. You both are nuts. Okay, but yeah, you're right, Beals. If you get the 19th century, that'd be cool. But Beals, if you've seen my other one, and let me get my circle up. See over here, that's Roberto Clemente so far this game. He is 1 for 5, tripled in the 1st inning, got an RBI, grounded out to 3rd, struck out, flew out, struck out. This is what they've actually done. The only thing is missing between this and Action PC. What inning did he do it in? Okay, but if you guys have heard me long enough, it doesn't matter. I never do the innings, unless I can keep it back of my head a sensational play that I called or whatever I did here. Pretty much. Larry Baroneath is the pitcher right now. so far. So let me get him up. All right. Yeah, idiot. Okay. All right, Larry Berneath, so far this season, he got done pitching in the last game, gave up a hit, walked one, and he did not get a decision. The Mets lost 9-4, by the way. Don Clendenon was player of the game. He hit a home run, pretty good size one too. Larry Berneath right now has an ERA of 3.91, WHIP of 1.50, and he has batting average against him is 271. So far for the month of May, though, he has a 5.09 ERA. He's gotten shelled badly. This is his 17th appearance. This is his 18th appearance. He's only started one. Get up 26 hits, 11 runs, 11 were earned. All 11, 12 walks, 15 strikeouts, so he is prone to the walk. For the month of May, he has given up 11 strikeouts, walked 10. Get up 2 long balls, he's 1-1. You can't see his win on here because we've already gotten past his 8 games. He's thrown 17 2/3 innings. In April, he had a 1.17 ERA. May's been terrible, bad for him. He's working on it, though. He's trying to get it back, as you can see. In his last, I'm going to call it 5 innings, he's had 2 earned runs, so roughly about a 4.5. But he's trying to get it down there. He's working it back down. He got shelled here, and it doesn't take much for relievers, everybody knows. You get shelled, and when you give up 2 runs, you've given up a 9.0 ERA. That's what you've done, so you're really kind of bad off. Anyway, here we go. Roberto Clemente against Larry Berneath in the top of the 9th inning. Get down there. Get down there. Thank you. 54. My tower is playing with this. It's getting kind of warm again. The humidity has messed up with my tower. And Roberto Clemente hits out towards right field. Routine play for Johnny Lewis. Can he make the catch? Yes, he does. And we have one down in the top of the 9th inning. Coming up is Willie Stargell. Willie Stargell today. Willie Stargell is the hero of this game today. Okay, I'll end up putting him up as player of the game when I go into Skeeter Soft. He is 4 for 5. He has a double, 2 home runs and a single. Trying to get the triple for the cycle. I have not yet had anybody hit the cycle in any of my seasons, and it's always been the double that I've missed. This is the first time I've got the triple missing. It has 5 RBIs, scored 3 times. Here's the pitch to Stargell. The future pops. 16. Willie Stargell hits out towards our shortstop, McMillan. McMillan's able to make that play real quick. Fires over towards first, and we have 2 down. Due up is Don Clendenon. Don Clendenon so far is 2 for 4 this game. 2 singles, struck out, walked, and he has a base hit. Here is the pitch to Clendenon. Future Met, if I remember right. 65, and Don Clendenon hits out there towards left field. It's dropping in fast. Christopher ain't got time. Drops on in on a short hop to him. Makes able to make the grab, hold on to the ball, fires it back in, and Clendenon is on first. It's Clendenon I want to look at here, I think. Nope, it's not Clendenon. Okay, thank you. All right. Due up is Bill Mazeroski. He is 3 for 5 today. He's having a game day today. All 3 are base hits. Ground out to short, flew out to left, and he has an RBI. Here is the pitch to Mazeroski with 2 down. 25. God damn this thing. And Bill Mazeroski hits out towards left center field. Looks like it's going to get in between both our left and center fielder. And it does. Drops on in. Cowan's picking up. Clendenon is on his way towards third. He is going to make it in. Mazeroski will hold on to him at first base. We have 2 down. Runners at first and third. Larry Berneath is on the mound. He is in a stretch and he is in trouble. Due up is Gene Alley. Gene Alley is 1 for 4. Reached on the fielder's choice. Got a base hit. Reached again on an error by our third baseman, Billy Klaus. Threw the ball wildly. Walked and struck out. Here is the pitch to Gene Alley. 26. And he hits out towards right field. Waiting for it to come on down is Johnny Lewis. And we have 3 down. Due up for the New York Mets, Billy Klaus, Roy McMillan, and Ed Kranepool. Wilbur Wood is on the mound for the Pirates. 10-7 game. Wilbur Wood now is, believe it or not, even though he gave up 3 runs, he is now in a save situation. As weird as that sounds, guys. I'm having a good time with the stats. All right, guys. It's okay, Beatles. Don't worry about it. We all play Digital Diamond, and I read your works all the time in there. So I'm still reading your stuff. And if you see my games when I play them, I got to start broadcasting them too. And I'm playing 1960. I still got 78 rolling good, but I've got 68 coming up, and I'm playing that with the real powerhouse love. Having a great time with the stats. You did see the. You did see my thing about fielding, so that's good. That's a good thing right there. It's not that they can't do it. The problem is the stats were never there, and so they had to stop. And they can only do what Baseball Reference gives them. So 68 is always fun. 78 is even more fun because I want to prove, and as everybody knows, I have such a passion for Bucky F. Dent. My wife knows about Bucky F. Dent. She hates baseball. Okay, guys, here we go. Bobby Klaus is on. He is 1 for 4 today. Grounded out, got a base hit, struck out, and he popped out. Here's the pitch to Klaus. 21. Wilbur Woods got him. He fly hits out towards left field. Nice to have a knuckleball go out to left field. It's doing nothing here. Starger's got to wait for it to come on in. Squeezes the ball to make sure it doesn't slip out of his glove. And makes the grab. Yeah, knuckleball going out to the outfield. That's always fun. Oh, God, I've caught many of those. Roy McMillan's up. He's probably the only decent Met playing today. He is 3 for 4. All 3 base hits. Scored a run. Woods on the mound. McMillan's at the plate. Here is the pitch. It is a 62. And McMillan's got some wood on the ball. And he hits that. Whoops. Excuse me. I got to do this. Hold on. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Big mistake. Hold on. I got to undo that one. Yeah, undo. Roy McMillan heads out towards first base. Backhanded glove by our first baseman Clint Denton. Gets out there towards first base. Dives to make tag the base with the glove. Gets McMillan out by half a step. McMillan tries not to trip over him and ends up hopping over Clint Denton, probably saving his hand. And we have 2 down. A little excitement there here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Fair play by Roy McMillan. Trying not to hurt the opponent when he really was down. Ed Kranepool so far is 1 for 4. Hit to a double play. Base hit, flew out, and he has struck out. Wilbur Wood is on the mound. 2 down. Here is the pitch. It is a 61. And Ed Kranepool hits it out towards Gianelli. Routine ground ball on the 1 hop. He flips it over towards first for the play end of the game. Pittsburgh Pirates win this one 10-7. Vern Law gets his 5th win. Tom Parson gets hung with his 2nd loss. You guys missed the first 2 innings. It was ugly. And so, give me, as I always ask, give me my 15 seconds to do my madness here. Come on. There you go. Alrighty. I never could show you guys these stats. Yeah, he gets the save, unfortunately, because he only gave up 1 run. So the other 2 went against Law. So Law's going to get his ERA hung up. You can see the Mets. I'll show you this one. This is not going to be pretty. Yeah. Vern Law gets a save, and Vern Law gets the ERA raised. He had 3 runs. He only gave 3 earned runs, so he got lucky. All right, let me come up with the text file here. There we go. Bring my stuff in, as I always do. And there we go. Okay. All right, guys. Hopefully you can see this. Because I like doing it this way here. Okay. And as I always say, and I tell everybody, as Al, Red Sox fan, taught me, let's do the pitching first. For the New York Mets, because they were the losing team, Tom Parsons didn't even get 1 1/3 inning. Gave up 7 runs on 8 hits, 5 of them earned, including a home run to Willie Stargell. Larry Miller came in, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, all 3 earned. He only pitched an inning and a third. It just got ugly. After that, though, until later on, actually, after that, it got good. The rest of the Mets staff for once showed up. Galen Cisco pitched 2 1/3 innings until he got tired, walked 1, struck out 1, gave up only 2 hits. Gary Kroll came in, pitched an inning. 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, walked 2. Lowered his ERA, it was 6-something, now it's 5.03, so he's done well there. Bob Moorhead pitched an inning, gave up 1, walked 1, struck out 1. And Larry Barnard brought himself back down again. He only gave up 2 hits. No runs. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, Vern Law went 7 innings. Gave up 6 runs on 9 hits, of which only 3 were earned. He struck out 6, walked none. Excellent pitching. Actually, pretty not bad pitching. Too many hits, obviously. Wilbur came in, tried to give away a game again. Gave up 1 run on 2 hits. He did face 9 batters, walked 1. Vern Law did have a balk, though, in the 3rd inning, as you can see right here. And the Pirates had a double play on the Mets, the only double play of the game. For some reason, every time I broadcast one of these games, I don't get the weird plays or the double plays. It just happens. Batting-wise for the New York Mets, Roy McMillan went 3 for 5. Joe Christopher went 2 for 4. Had one of the RBIs for the Mets. Playing left field. Johnny Lewis went 2 for 4. Scored a run, had a double, 2 RBIs. He also had an outfield assist. And Galen Cisco himself, the pitcher, went 2 for 2, had an RBI. Galen Cisco's batting .462 as a pitcher. That just happens. I've had some of the weirdest pitching stats out here lately, guys, so I do apologize for that. The Mets in total. Chuck Killer had 2 errors. Billy Klaus had 1. Mets left 5 runners. Ed Kranepool was the man who grounded into that double play. Johnny Lewis had his 3rd double of the season. Nobody had home runs or triples for the Mets. They were the best hitting team back then. And Johnny Lewis has 19 RBIs now. Pitching-wise, Larry Miller gave up a home run to Willie Stargell in the 3rd. Tom Parsons gave up a home run to Willie Stargell in the 2nd. Pittsburgh Pirate batting. Everything happened in the first 3 innings. After that, the Mets got tight. Though it did get slippery. Bill Verdon went 3 for 6, had 2 RBIs and a double. Bob Bailey, even though he went 1 for 5, he scored 2 runs, had a double. I do want to say, though, that he had one of the putouts was the one that I called in my own unique way, that he had to go into the stands 2 rows back, pulled the ball back in, made a fantastic foul ball catch. Willie Stargell went 4 for 6, double, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. He is the player of the game. And he also had an outfield assist. If anybody saw that one there, 2 second base, and it went to Gene Alley. Bill Mazeroski, he went 4 for 6. He's starting to pick up. Don Clendenin went 3 for 5. He went 3 for 5 the first game too, except he had a home run. And Vern Law himself went 2 for 4. Had a sacrifice hit. Gene Alley had his 3rd error of the season. Bruno Clemente, like I said, a very rare outfield error. And as most of us, we play all of our games. Very rarely do we catch an error in the outfield. This is one of them. Bob Bailey hit his 10th double. He's up with the league leaders. Willie Stargell is 6th. And that's our Bob Bailey, by the way, Al, from the 1967 Red Sox, who didn't do crap. Roberto Clemente hit his 7th triple of the season. He leads the leagues. Major leagues in triples. Willie Stargell hit home runs number 7 and number 8. This game here. He has 34 RBIs. He's trying to chase Willie McCovey and Willie Mays, both in the RBI department. Bill Vernon has 10 now. Brooklyn did have his 24th. And as we said, Vern Law had his sacrifice hit. I need to keep that up right now. Anyway, guys. Al, you take care. It was a pleasure. Yeah, 6 pitches for the Mets, Pete. I know, once you get funds, give this game a good try, I would say. And I'll tell you what, in your case, knowing what you like, I say grab a dead ball season. See what happens. I've been listening to your, and I do read all the stuff in Digital Diamond. I try to read as much of your stuff as I can. It helps you get the game better. They know my complaints. I think he's trying to work on it. I'm not sure. I think Johnny Bravo's trying to work on it. The fact is that they've got 999 chances to do a lot of stuff on each player. Actually, they've got over 3,000 chances to do on each player. And they don't. You could have some. Obviously, I've got a lot of outfield assists in this game here. But you don't see them over there, and I think they know it, and they're trying to work on it. They can work on their play-by-play and work on the dice, on the numbers. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And I would like, if they could just work on the plays, I'd love to see wild plays out there. Wouldn't hurt. I mean, they do it all the time, and they're fantastic. So, I love the game. Both these two games are right there. They're both my favorite games. This is my favorite dice, old-fashioned dice game. I like Digital Diamond. They're just as good. I play with the dice. I have brand new ones, by the way. So I'm all set there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll see what's going on. I will probably broadcast a Digital Diamond game, and I'm still working on May 5th, 1978. Beatles, if you haven't heard, I've been sick the last two. I've been quite sick. So I have a fourth stent in my body, and I have not been myself. So yeah, I do. I just haven't played it much. I play it in the dark. That's what I've been doing. So I've got 3 seasons running, so it doesn't make it easy. I've got 1969 because I wanted to play the Baltimore Orioles, and I pick on Al about that. I also have playing 2 1968s just so I could do one American League team and one National League team. And that's the reason why I did 1968. I've got the San Francisco Giants in the National League, and I have the Boston Red Sox in the American League. I have a good time. I like San Francisco, by the way, in the National League. They're one of my more favorite teams. I like them. I always have. I don't know why. They've always fascinated me. I never liked them when they're in New York, but I liked them when they were San Francisco. Anyway, Pete, I'm going to shut this one down. As you can tell with the way that I've now got my stats package, and this is the same, all the stats packages, everything I have asked Cyrus to do, he has done exactly what I wanted. I have become his beta tester now. I'm now his full-time beta tester. This package that I'm looking at here, he's going to work on it. It has not been shipped out yet. I get first crack at everything. And, like I said, the other thing is, when I complete the 1965 season, I turn in the database back to Cyrus so he sees everything, and I get 2 seasons for free. I'm going to pick up 68 and 69. By the way, I've got a little 5-minute tape out here too. But if you want, it's just a little quickie one. Sudden Sam McDowell, I got a no-hitter off him. Second no-hitter I've thrown in this game. Ugly, but I got it. Anyway, you take care, Beats. I will catch you hopefully tomorrow. It has always been a pleasure. Everybody else watches the game. Wish everybody the best of luck. As always, Beatles be waiting for you to come back here to the U.S. and to see everybody else. KC and everybody, please. And everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I will try to be back on tomorrow night.